Hey, how you doing tonight? This is my Uncle Brian Lifter Daily Wrap-Up. Gotta wrap something up. It's better I wrap up my day doing this than wrap my hand around my dick and masturbate to Hungarian transvestite midget porn. Shoot my load and I'm no longer in the mood, and tonight I have to deprive my girlfriend Billy of the best 10 seconds of sex in her life, you know what I mean? So in order to save my relationship, I'm wrapping things up this way. And I don't have to touch my dick, you know what I'm saying? You know, as much as I talk, I listen. And due to the fact that, I'm not bragging, you know me, I never brag. Even though I have millions and millions and millions of, subscribers and followers. There's kind of funny people on here that begging to be liked and followed. But yeah, you know what I noticed one day? Hot chicks walking down the street, goes into a dark, dim-lit parking garage at night, and you go, stop following her and go, hey, I like you. Suddenly you're getting sprayed with a fucking mace, or she pulls a fucking Glock on you, you know what I mean? Things suddenly change. But, I have 5, yes, 5. I know back on my old channel, some of you remember, right? I had 13. I only have 5 now. But I'm not bragging. Still, I'm not bragging. 5 loyal, faithful, loving, trusting, devoted Uncle Brian groupies. Now my Mountain Dew. Gotta do the do. Once in a while, I have a Dr. Pepper. Can you imagine if I fucking drank? I got pounded down fucking Buds and Jack Daniels and shit. Besides my Uncle Brian lifters. Think you can put up with me? That's good. Hold on a second. That last Uncle Brian lifters starting to kick in right now. I'm gonna get serious fucking munchies. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be calling fucking Miho and get some fucking Chinese takeout for us later. Great place. Hey, we had a fucking place here. And this was great. It not only made local news, it made fucking state news. Seriously, these fucking lifters are good. I love this cherry pie. Banana Daddy's pretty good shit too. This fucking cherry pie is the bomb. And I'm only doing this because, as much as I talk, I listen. I listen to my loyal, faithful, loving, trusting, devoted Uncle Brian groupies, all 5 of them, but I'm not bragging. My latest one now, I don't know if I should embarrass him. I ain't worried. Mike over at Mopaz or everything. Mike, if you're embarrassed, right, you are more than welcome to have my bag of shame. I'll send it to you. You just pay for the fucking shipping and you can have it. I'm gonna like it, but not that much. Like, I'm gonna pay for fucking shipping and send you my bag of shame. Fuck you. Who do you think you are? Well, I know who you are. You're my number 5 groupie, but I'm not bragging. And he's the one that told me, he said, hey, Brian, you should do, a daily wrap-up. I guess he liked the one I did. The last one I did. Was it last night? Night before? I forget when I started smoking on Brian Lifters. I forget my own fucking name sometimes, so don't expect me to remember it. That's why I did a Happy Thursday on a fucking Wednesday. Anyway, I think I explained that, right? To the best of my ability. Where the fuck what? Oh, yeah. Across the channel that leads into the main harbor behind me is Fairhaven, a neighboring town. They had a Chinese restaurant there, Wan Mei's. Been there like forever. Anyway, they got fucking busted and shut down big time by the fucking Board of Health. What a Swift is still. This is like high lift, long duration. Like the cams I ran in my fucking cars. In case you're wondering, Dave. Dave from DLC Racing and Will at Dying Big Garage. You know what's in my cigarette, right? How I disguise things. It's great. You can walk down the fucking street smoking a cigarette. They have no idea I'm smoking a fucking Uncle Brian Swifter. Remember that night in the fucking live stream? What, I have like fucking 5 of these? Whoa. I'm I'm smoking an Uncle Brian Lifter right now. It may look like a cigarette, but there was no fucking tobacco in here. uh, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get through this. Anyway, place has been there forever. Well, some guys that were doing a roofing job on a 2-story building, a business right next to it, right next to where their back parking lot, you know, where they have their dumpsters and shit for the restaurant. They're doing a fucking roofing job there for like 4 days. They get there the first day, they're starting early in the morning before the restaurant opens up. And they see the fucking dude come out. One of them say he looked like Mr. Miyagi. You know, wax on, wax off. Yeah, I better stop talking about wax off. I might be tempted to want to wrap my hand around something and watch that transvestite Hungarian midget porn. No, I think I'd rather have sex with my girlfriend. Anyway. Mike, you see what you're making me do? Fucking asshole. With friends like you, who needs enemas? Anyway, they notice the guy coming out. He's putting stuff in the fucking dumpster. And then he goes back in. He leaves the back door open to where it goes into the kitchen in the back. He leaves it open. He puts like a cinder block and leaves it open to prop it. Comes out there with a fucking like empty bag of bread or something. He's got breadcrumbs and shit. And he's throwing it all over the parking lot. And around here we got fucking... So over there it's the same. By the ocean. It's on the backside of me here. Pigeons and seagulls. Fucking pigeons all come flocking. They're all in the parking lot. And he's standing there. And he leaves like a fucking trail, you know, like fucking Hansel and Gretel and shit, you know? Leaves a fucking trail of breadcrumbs going in, then he disappears. After a few minutes, the pigeons are eating all the breadcrumbs, and that's where they stop following the trail. He says the fucking pigeons are going in, but they're not coming out. You know, what is it, fucking Roach Motel? The roaches go in, but they don't check up. They're like, what the fuck? Second day, the same fucking shit. Now they're like, what the fuck's this guy doing with those pigeons, right? Third day now, they're like, man, something's fucking wrong here. And you know, you hear the stories, you know, a lot of Chinese restaurants are serving, you know, pigeon chow mein and shit. It ain't real fucking chicken. Yeah, it's a fucking bird, but, you know, it's a fucking bird, but it ain't no fucking chicken. They call the fucking Board of Health. They show up there. They go in, they inspect him, they fucking, the guy got arrested for something, a charge, a fine, and he had to go to court, and they shut his fucking restaurant down. When they went in and checked his meat freezers for all his different meat, like, you know, for teriyaki steak, boneless ribs, shit like that, all that was good until they got to the chicken. He had all these fucking pigeons, frozen solid pigeons, a freezer full of fucking pigeons. Pigeon chow mein. Anyway, I don't like chicken chow mein. I get the usual. Large pork fried rice. Boneless ribs, teriyaki steaks, chicken fingers, and they are real chicken. And butterfly shrimp. So that's what I'm going to be getting when I'm done with this. 4 hours later. Before I settle in, have another Uncle Brian Lifter, and then give Auntie Billy the best 10 seconds of sex in her fucking life. But I'm not bragging. Anyway. Whoa, I burped. Feel another one coming on. Motherfucker. Goddamn Mountain Dew. You know what? I'm going to add insult to misery here by taking another fucking swig. I just hope I don't fart. I've been known to let out some SBDs, if you know what those are. Anyway. Now let's get serious and talk mechanical. And here is where I will educate all you Uncle Sanford pickle sniffers. You know how Mike educated you in a very simplistic way, breaking down the dynamic. Okay, Uncle Felix, I'll get to it. Uncle Felix hates it when I drag shit out. He gets very impatient, can't you tell? Okay, I'm getting to it. Shut the fuck up. I still love you. You know that. He's my first Number one, Uncle Brian, loyal, faithful, loving, trustworthy, devoted Uncle Brian groupie. And every now and then when he sits on the couch with me, when I'm having an Uncle Brian lifter, yes, you can have some. Come here. Come sit next to me and I'll let you. He gets a fucking contact high from the fucking smoke. It's fucking hysterical. He looks at me, his head starts fucking rolling. He flops on his back, his fucking legs go up. He gets some munchies too. Fucking loves pizza and shit. Anyway, where the fuck was I? Damn, this lifter's really fucking kicking in. Oh, the colors. I never took acid, but I used to hear people say I took acid, hear colors, see colors, and hear voices and shit. Never happened to me. I don't need to know if it ever happened to you. It's none of my fucking business. But anyway. Where the fuck was I? I should have quit when I was behind, huh? Fucking Mike. Fucking asshole. See what you're making me do? So. Okay, I'm all done with the chicken chow mein, right? Pigeon chow mein. I'll tell you, that fucking Mihong son. I'm tempted to fucking shut this off right now. Fucking call up and order it. And anyway. You know, Mike broke it down. Oh, its components and dynamics in a very simplistic way that even then went way to fuck over Sanford's pickle sniffers' heads, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do something, again, in a very simplistic way that I know they will not fucking understand. But I'm going to fucking do it anyway. Why? Because I can. Until you pay my fucking internet account, it gives me access to the internet, then you can tell me what the fuck to do. Until then, fuck you. Okay? We clear on this. Anyway, let's talk mechanics. You know, Sanford likes to overcomplicate shit. What's that old saying? If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit, that's all he's fucking capable of doing, you know? I mean, he can take fucking making an ice cube that's real simple. Take an ice cube tray, put water in it, stick it in the freezer, can't get any more fucking shit. You can make it look like fucking Einstein's theory of relativity on a whiteboard. Oh, well, before you even do that, you got to check out your ice cube tray, make sure it's, doesn't have aftermarket parts in it. You got to do a temperature reading check on your freezer, make sure it can maintain that freezer temperature freezing point, for 6 hours. If not, then you got to pull the compressor out, stick a 318 or a slant 6 in there to increase the power and the flow. You know what I mean? Might even have to send it out, to fucking Sandy, that, or the fucking Crypt Keeper, they're great at porting it, You might have to have your freezer ported, you know what I mean? Send it to them and you'll get it back in 20 years if you're fucking lucky. But anyway, he can overcomplicate the shit out of everything, you know what I mean? And I'm quite sure he could overcomplicate the fucking shit out of what I'm going to show you pertaining to valves. I think some of you remember, I don't know why I saved this. The rest of it I fucking trashed. I don't know why I saved this head from a 50cc scooter. Fucking valves are fucking crispy as a motherfucker. The engine was trashed. I think some of you remember, didn't I talk about this a couple years back? My friend calls me, hey Brian, his son's got a fucking scooter, 50cc scooter. He bought this thing, I don't know where the fuck he bought it, online. Real fucking cheapy. All fucking thin, cheap fucking plastic. The only thing metal on it was a frame, and even then a frame on a fucking little 3-year-old tricycle was more durable and sturdy than the frame on this fucking thing. Bought up like $250 online somewhere. And that's what was fucking hysterical. I remember the first time I saw it when I was by his house one time. Had a name on it. Wildfire. And all I could think of was, remember that song? I fucking hated this song. She ran calling wildfire. I hated that fucking song, and now I'm singing it, and I fucking hate that song, and I'm singing it. Why am I singing it? Because of you, Mike, you fucking asshole. All because of you. See what you're making me do? I might have to put my fucking bag of shame back on because of you fucking asshole. Anyway, I had seen it one time when he first got it when we stopped by the house. Anyway, he calls me one day. Hey, Brian, you think you take a look at my son's scooter? Like, what's up? He said, I don't know. He called me. I had to go pick it up. In fact, I had to call my friend with a pickup to get it in the back. He was out somewhere riding it, and he said it like made a loud bang and it like jumped, and then it fucking stopped running. Tried starting it, it won't start, it won't do nothing. So I said, okay, I'll stop by tomorrow. So I go by his house and we'll get it singing. I see fucking Wildfighter again. I start fucking laughing. I start thinking about that song. I'm thinking about that song now, and it's all because of you, Mike, you fucking asshole. Making me do a fucking daily wrap-up. Maybe I should shut up now and just grab my fucking dick and say fuck it with the Chinese and fuck having sex with my girlfriend tonight. And I'll just fucking watch that Hungarian transvestite midget porn instead. You know what I mean? Seriously, could you imagine if I fucking drank too? So I'm there, and I'm looking. I tried turning. This thing was fucking locked up. I said, man, I said, you know, something serious going on inside there. So, and with those things, they're so fucking cheap. I says, it might not even be worth fixing. But you take a look at it for me. You can take it apart and check it out. So I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna be laying on the fucking ground and, you know, pulling the head apart. I said, you know what? I'm looking at it. It has that gear drive off the side that runs the centrifugal force that runs the drive to the fucking, you know, gear assembly in the rear wheel. I'm looking. I'm like, 3 bolts to take that off. Disconnect the fuel line. 4 bolts to take the whole line. I says, listen, I'm just gonna take it out and bring it fucking home. It'll be a lot easier. I can get it up on a table, you know. So that's what I do. So, I mean, the whole fucking engine is like this fucking big, you know, it weighs like fucking 12 pounds. I get the fucking thing out, I throw it in the trunk. I took my Infiniti, throw it in the fucking trunk, I get it home. Following day, I go take it out. It was already like getting a little into the evening. We had things to do, and at following morning, I get up, go take it out. I put it on my table. No, not my kitchen table like Uncle Sanford had. When he had his project, you know, he was going to do his kitchen engine build. Remember that? He had a fucking engine block sitting on his fucking kitchen. I don't know about you, but we happen to care about cleanliness and germs and shit around food and things, with places where we have to eat, you know what I mean? Sanford don't give a fuck. Besides having no class, he's a fucking swab. You know what Sanford reminded me of? First time I saw him when I was a small kid. Every neighborhood had like a little fucking neighborhood garage, you know, gas station garage, a couple pumps. You know, 1-stall garage. And we had Walters. That's where my father used to get his gas. And I remember going there when I was a kid. And he had a tire rack with used tires and a battery rack with used batteries. I kind of wonder if this guy was fucking related to Sanford somehow. And this guy was just like Sanford. Fucking grubby, pot belly, pants hanging off. You know, he had those fucking saggy pants in the back. And his gut, he couldn't keep his pants up because they couldn't stay up on the gut. They had to drop right below the fucking gut. Cigarette hanging out of his fucking mouth. And just like Sanford, bow-legged and pigeon-toed. He fucking walked like, bow-legged and, Sanford's fucking pigeon-toed. You ever seen him? Bow-legged. You know what I mean? I guess that's a hack mechanic thing. You know what I mean? Anyway. And I get, and then, remember Sanford's bathroom head porting build? He was going to port his heads in his fucking bathtub. Remember that shit, too? Another one of his upcoming series. He was always promoting a fucking series he was going to do. He was going to put fucking heads in a fucking bathtub in his bathroom and build a fucking slant 6 in his fucking kitchen. Okay, Uncle Felix. I'm going to get to the fucking valves. Don't worry. Fucking pain in the ass. Seriously. So anyway, I take it downstairs in my basement. I got a table I do shit on. I get on the table. First thing I did is pull the fucking head off. As soon as I pulled the fucking head off and took a look inside, I was like, holy shit. First, these valves are real fucking crispy. And that's what I'm going to get to, valves. And at the end of this, I'll get to the real meat and fucking potatoes of this video to help fully explain something to Sanford's pickle sniffers pertaining to valves and why they are round and why you need to know the difference in roundness, okay? As soon as I get the fucking head off, I look, the fucking piston's like cocked. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking to myself, the fucking piston's that fucking cocked. That fucking rod's gonna be fucking broken or snap the fucking wrist pin. You know, somehow it jammed in there. So I figured, fuck it, it's already fucking damaged enough. What more's gonna harm? I take a small little fucking breaker bar right there, I put it on the downside edge of it. fucking hit it with a hammer, the piston finally flips and it drops. So now I can grab it and I pull it out. I pull it out. Part of the rod's still fucking attached to it. The rest of the rod is broken from the fucking crankshaft. And it's flopping around in there. And I'm looking at the cylinder wall. And it's all fucking gouged up, you know. You ever see the Devil's Tower? But a movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that Devil's Tower, you know, the side of, they say, you know, ancients, you know, bear claw. That's where the fucking cylinder walls are all fucked up. I guess when that thing broke, it kept running a few cycles and that busted rod was scraping up all the fucking inside. I'm like, this thing is fucking trash. I stop right there. I grab my phone. Hey, Jerry, listen, this motor's fucking trash. Really? Can you fix it? I said, yeah, I could fix it, but what I'd have to get for parts in the cylinder wall, and he doesn't know shit about cars. And me not thinking about that, I'm telling him, well, I'd have to get a piston, I'd have to get a new rod. The crank is messed up. I don't even know what else is going on inside there. The cylinder wall itself has got some nice deep gouges in it. I don't even know if, you know, honing it would clear it out. Might have to bore it. You can only go so deep with a bore before you can't. I says, you know, there's too much uncertainty here and too much damage. You know, I know he's not understanding a single thing I'm saying. Like you pickle sniffers that maybe watching this, you're not understanding a fucking single thing I'm saying either. So I said, if I was you, you know what? These things are all over the fucking place. See them on Marketplace and City, Facebook, like I said, you know, how my pictures got shared all over the fucking city groups and shit. A lot of people in there sharing shit. A lot of pots and guys selling cars, motorcycles, this, that, potting out things in certain yard sale groups. I said, you should ask around, look around. I'm quite sure, with all these kids around, I'm quite sure these kids are fucking wrecking them somewhere along the line, running them into a fucking pole or tree or something. They're fucked up. But, you know, it's got a good engine. Oh, this thing too. All the fucking plastic bodywork on it was all cracked. I got had duct tape on it and shit, like holding shit together. And I was like, what the fuck? It looked like somebody took a hammer, walked around this thing, and just fucking whacked it and broke everything. And then I remembered, he told me one time, this kid's going down fucking Nash Road at night. And there's railroad tracks that cut across Nash Road. And they were doing some road construction, some repaving. So they dug up the old asphalt around it. And they had a sign, caution, slow, road work. You know, for cars that travel over, because they're sticking up the railroad, you know, rails are sticking up this fucking high. You hit that shit, it's bang, you know. He's going across those fucking things. He's doing like maybe, you know, they only do like 25, 30, I think it does like 35 miles an hour wide open. I guess he's going about 25 or 30, hits it. And I remember telling me, call it, fucking thing fell apart. Hit that and the fucking plastic all fucking flew off and shit. You know, yeah, stick it all, you know, he called Jerry, he called his father. He had to go there and pick up all the pieces, put in his, the thing was still running, but it was all fucking busted. And I guess it must have looked like one of those fucking Ducati monsters when they first came out. In fact, when I first saw one, I said, wow, that thing got fucking laid down and all the plastic bodywork got fucked up and nobody put it back together. All you saw was the engine and that, the geometry of the fucking frame, the triangulation of it, and that's the way they were. I thought it was an ugly fucking bike, even though I kind of like Ducatis. They're nice. If you like crotch rockets and shit. But anyway, just hitting the railroad ties, fucking thing fell apart on. You know, I don't know where the fuck, I don't know what third world country that thing was made in, but like they say, you get what you pay for, you know? So anyway, I says, listen, look around. I'm quite sure, just tell your son to ask his friends. I'm quite sure he's got a friend or something that's run one of those fucking things into a tree or a pole. Got a good engine. I'll offer him $50 for it. I'm sure he'll take it. So like about a week later, it calls me. Hey, my son found one through a friend of a friend. Some guys got one up the West End near Butler Park. You want to go with me up there to take a look at it? I said I'd give him $50 for it. He said, okay, but I want you to take a check out, make sure it's not all, you know, whatever. I go up there. Fucking thing ran. It started right up. It actually sounded pretty good. Not smoking, no raps, no, you know, it sounded pretty good for what it was. Anyway, now he looks at me, says, you can take it out for me? I knew that was coming. I said, yeah, okay. Same thing. Took like 15 minutes to get the fucking thing out of that. Left the rest of it sitting there in his friend's, that kid's yard. Brought it to his fucking house. And I put it in. Took like another, you know, 10, 15 minutes or so. Got it in, fired it up, took it off right, everything was fine. What was funny was when we got to that fucking house to look at that bike that had been whacked in the front. It's another fucking Wildfire. Same fucking bike. Same fucking type of fucking scooter. Ran calling Wildfire. Fuck you, Mike. You see that? You got that stupid fucking song stuck in my head now, you asshole. So anyway, somehow I managed to stay with his head, and it gave me an idea. Maybe I could help Uncle Sanford's Pickle Sniffers to explain something that's very, very important. You know, so that they will never be confused or misunderstand anything. These are valves. There are two of them, an intake valve and an exhaust valve. With a camshaft that runs over the top, they press down on these springs and open the valves in a sequence for the intake stroke and the exhaust stroke. Okay? They go up and down. They go up and down kind of like, you know, baby bottle rocket. Somebody called it wobble rocket. Baby bottle rocket goes down the fucking track and it's doing all this shit. Kind of like as if you sit something in the middle of a waterbed and you have a fat chick jump on the end of it and the fucking thing starts taking off and doing this shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like what these springs do. They make the valves go up and down, open and close. Now they're round. Now whatever you do, these happen to be I think he had issues long before that happened. These fucking valves are toast, man. They're fucking crispy. So you will never misunderstand the difference between valves and anything else because these are round. Okay? Valves are round. This is a one-cylinder engine, two valves, intake, exhaust. Or just about every car on every cylinder in the head, whether it's a 4-cylinder, a 6-cylinder, or an 8-cylinder, every cylinder, the head on top of each cylinder will also have two valves, an exhaust and an intake. Occasionally, you will see many with a 4-valve per cylinder. They'll have two intakes, two exhausts, and once again, they will all be round. So whatever you do, just because they are round, never, ever, ever mistake round valves on any cylinder head, whether it's a car or a motorcycle or a lawnmower or a snow thrower or a tractor. Just because they are round, never ever mistake them for Cheerios. Okay? Why? I'll tell you why. Because these round valves go in cylinder heads. These round Cheerios go in your fucking mouth. You know what? They're even good plain like this. You know what I was wondering about? You ever eat Apple Jacks? I kind of like Apple Jacks. You ever notice that the red ones and the green ones, they taste the same? You ever wonder about that? Now you have something to wonder about tonight. Till next time, hey Mike, hope you're fucking happy. Listen, if I embarrass you in any way, don't worry. I'll send you the bag of shame. Fuck it, I'll even pay for the shipping myself. I don't want to take advantage of you the way, you know, Sanford takes advantage of people and wants to find a way to get them to pay for shit for him, you know what I mean? I'll pay for the shipping and handling myself. See you tomorrow for Happy Friday.